Hey guys, I'm Derek. I'm the children's pastor at Lakewood Christian Center, and I'm going to show you how to do this, the ball trick here. What you need a ramp. It does not have to be like this. Any ramp that's going to keep the ball going straight, something to have it fall into, and then I put cloths inside there so that it doesn't hit the bottom or make any noise when it comes down. And I like it to roll back because it looks really smooth to roll up and then down. Of course, we've got our ball. Because when it rolls down, I like how when it pops up, you can see it go up and then come back down. You reach down to pick it up. The first ball, which obviously you probably figured out there's probably two balls. The first ball, there's nothing special done to this ball at all. It's just the decoration and everything. And so it's just going to roll like any ball would roll. Now, the trick here is that underneath the cloth, and of course, Dee Dee did this for Dodo, and usually I've found that it works best to have somebody else do it, somebody that nobody thinks would be doing anything sneaky. And so when they reach in, they usually do the first two with the normal ball, and then you go back in. Instead of pulling out the regular ball, so you got two, you reach under the cloth and pull up the gimmicked ball. Now, this gimmick ball, if you can hear inside there's something in there. What I'm going to do, I've got to, right after now, there's going to be a little clip of how to make this. So I'll see you in a second. Alright, let me show you guys how to make the gimmicked ball. First of all, these balls are they're actually used to be ornaments. You can see here where I shaved off the tip that would have gone through the ornament piece, or the hook. I just shaved that off, so then I had a ball. So I use the bottom of one of my black pieces of tape to set it in, so that you can set it good and tall like that. And the first one you're just going to put together and then wrap the tape around it like this. And this one we're making is going to look just like this one, but it's going to have things inside of it. One of those things is one of these Chinese stress hand massagers that you use like this. You only use one of them. You're just going to put it into it. Usually what I do is I put a little bit of honey in there first. So we're going to put honey in. I put a little in there beforehand so I can set this in. And then I just fill this up. So that it submerges inside the honey. Probably good enough. That pretty much took this whole bottle. This is a 12-ounce bottle. And then you don't just want to put this on there because it's not going to give it a great seal. So what I do is I take a hot glue gun, and this is a very difficult part because what you want to do is hot glue all around the edge and put this on before the glue has time to go ahead and harden. And I found this to be a difficult thing to do just because of how quickly this hot glue usually hardens. is I'm probably going to mess this up a couple of times before I get it right, but hopefully not. You want to press that down good and firm so you get as good a seal as you can. And you don't want, these are going to have bumps that come out the side. You don't really want those because then you'll be able to see them through the tape when you put it on, and your other ball is not going to have those. Not that anybody's really going to see this up close anyway. But then all you have to do is take your tape and you're just going to wrap it around and around and around and around until you get it fully covering the entire thing, just like this one. So these will match from the outside. So you got a gimmick ball and then you've got your non-gimmick ball. And it's easy to tell the difference because this one's going to be heavy and that one's not. So that's pretty much how you do it. It's going to take me a while to get this all wrapped up, but I'm sure you can figure that one out. I usually like to wrap the seam first. So anyway. Alright, now you're back. So this is the gimmick ball. You saw how it was made. You may have already figured out how it works, but the great thing is you don't have to do anything. I found that it works best under when it's a little colder than when it's warm, just because the honey that's inside there moves a little slower. But you want to make sure your ramp is not too much of an incline. Now granted, this took a really long time, but it gives a lot of time to explain what you're trying to convey to the kids. And sometimes it may get stuck. You just have to work with your ramp and get it to working really well before you actually perform it. And if you get that, you'll see the difference. Now what I'm going to show you is what can happen if your ramp isn't good enough. I had to put this underneath the bottom here, and that of course makes this lower, so I've got more of an incline here. So when the ball, when I was practicing, when the ball would reach right here, it would roll just as quickly as it did with the other ball. So just practice with your ramp, get it right, do it a bunch of times so that you know that it's going to work well, and that's pretty much how you do it. Really easy. Enjoy it, guys.